Yes, indeed, we worship your supremacy this morning. We glorify your holy name. We uplift your glorious name. And I don't pay as the anchor as a Faradin and Kupodi. Aye, and Kennedy and Tuntum Kennedy. For no, your Katechi, and Nipti, maybe any honor. The 2 million of who are day, and to the other pay at Yassi. And I'm who are day and every Sabi. Benoka say it's exactly 5:54 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here in Worcester, Massachusetts, United States of America. Radia wa yefia hutremu, radia wa yefia maniemu. Na no pay ya tonton yepidao ya okese. Yepidao dimu. Yes. Radia no pay so asida encounter ayi encounter yefia ne wa ya man na ebro adwen ntiase so ne nipa ntumi anye. Na abofo ntumi anye. Edo na WhatsApp na papa mu baba ya man. Yes, yes, dan kaudi ayi kaudi ntuntum kaudi. Na no pay so papa abro wasemu be ne wa yeye enam so. Bom pai so bebra dwen ni akoma nyina ase. Na ro ade dan kopa wo de wasem adua yemu. Wo de wo sori awura yemu. Ya tumi ade dan kopa ate wo som ase. Na tumi ato ase, ato wasem ase. Ya tumi wasem anante. Biase wo yemu. Yetumi ananti wanim ya ye pet sese de Abraham ye betumi ananti wanim ya di wasam so te se David ne Jacob mundi so na ma dream to madam egu a yetumi ananti ncha ba that was Jesus Christ dim amen Jesus mo janunku Moja urufi Asoro ahwode Anope Jesus Ni moja asombo Hafari wadia Moja Shadiwo Sa Nimoja Esumbu Jesus Moja Kwane Tumi Horobone Wate Apara Moja Shadiwo Biwo Jesus Nimoja Esumbu Miniaba Ade Tumi Horobone Bible says no. Unyami agwama wo yi wiase bone koye no. Adene Yesu Kristo. Unyami agwama wo yi wiase bone free hanom no. Edini Yesu Kristo. Ena no pay. So be bi wa kuma mama no. No peja no. No de didi ama no a. No bra wa kuma ne wa dwena se. Everybody be papa wo body dina. Obeyi emfum ne keka wa bia wo watade em. Obema wa sebi. Bini afa homa awrade wate. Fa homa awrade. Jawo papa Yesu Kristo. Jani ni na muma no. Jani ni na muma no. Bana kuto obeye. Jesus kuto no obeye. Letumi wo mi. Jesus moja nkwane tumi horo etume to nipa kra ho etume to nipa adwene ho etume to nipa adwene ho sometime we are saying na hono ma ensema ye kan kra nyina ye bone we awrade ya kusu Yesu Kristo ani adwene ye dwene nyina ye bone we Yesu Kristo ani. Sometimes our perceptions are all sinful before God. Based on our perceptions, God is supposed to throw us into hell. By the blood of Jesus. The blood of Jesus that people hate the most, especially those that do not believe in Christ Jesus. Among Jesus Christ, among Jesus, you pinja Yesu. You can say the mojano is dibim as in mojanara. The blood of Jesus speaks better things than the blood of Abel. It speaks better things. Why? Because it's able to cleanse sins. It to make people money. It you the money through honor. Christ one day to be picture will be if you are madam. What about no henny? Joseph Adam one will be a. The piano from Kwasum, who obeyed the ruler. Who obeyed the ruler? Namia, what to me, I didn't know. I brought Jacob and Badu Israel. You count to a minute, I head count. The head count, no, we are 70 pep. No, we are just 70. Now, so I brought no more free Egypt to never the Amasia dollar to some for one in Asedia. Not some extra pepper. Sir Jesus, you want something I cannot pay. So took free in Assembly, I can't have it. About to me, I didn't deny it. Ampara Kavo Nami. Come for them, hallelujah. Come for Upa Yesu Mota Swadan Kramofobu. Upa Yesu Tibi Sadan Kramofobu. Abrantevia, Kramonia Abrantevia. I say, dear, no one children abrabo. There was one name that he hated the most. It was the name of Jesus Christ. But when he was in his district, at the time that he was much more distressful, Bronsomnia Bay Domdi the Chino, a dinner no chino, a dear one person better one as soon, a dear near one and fool, a dear one of Wapa Badia Bobino, Nipa one Wapa Badia Bonino. O se abra wo kwa hotiremu no abra wo kwa sofemu no abra wo bone bedi na chi no sadi ni na je no. This is the name we talk about. This is the name that we preach about. All our preaching, it's about this name. If not this name, this name that is able to deliver. A debian yes, I see sua. We can obey down. What is it? Coco free one name, Kano Mobi. Coco and someone of you. So for me, yes, I see sua won't call a Mobi. Yes, you pet and a won't quack of a Mobi. The catch of Bishop and him quack. Pop or name quack. Evangelist, yes, I see sua won't quack. Hear me, Archbishop, yes, I see so one. Archbishop Duncan Williams, when you crack. What happened? No one knew crack. So for yes, I see so much here, me don't call about Moby. Come for be a name come as I see so no Moby. Christo na one crack. But 240 Christo. One of our Bob buying. I don't know what you can do yet. I don't know why I did to put 10 down couple. I don't know. So far, much better. Maybe I do know. And yes, I'm not a successful. One fire, we have painted and a crack. Yes. You see. Radia Wama Yahu Wama Brun Saban for Anya Hana Mamma say, and I don't pay as a Dan Kennedy. You're twice some canoso. You're twice some canoso. And I was some number today, sir, and they bowed. And they bowed down. And they all bowed down. And they all bowed down. Yes. They knelt and bowed down. Who knelt and bowed down? It was Genesis chapter 43. It was Genesis chapter 43. And Yakoya Kopim 25. And I had also from 26. To the very last verse in the 43, which is verse 34. So from verse 26 to verse 34. And a very brief, straight, concise. And now, if we are saying, Diabia, Namia Yachro, Vision be a Radia Yachro, say, young memoir, Bensro, Bensro, Coslana Bombay, oh, the Anna Southern and Terra, the Noape. That's your role you need to play. You cannot force God to bring to completion what He wants to achieve. He brings everything to completion when the time is due. God works with time. But the name no the year human. The name Rasua will be to be a day. And so your person or you. It's a right who here. Sir. Emrantie Jacob Mbano Omokoye Omukrom Canaan. They returned back to Egypt. Omusai baye no ensem bebre sisi ye. Na ehun se efe no Joseph Esai Ephron oni omu nyina kasaye Zafana Pania. This time round, I want you to understand that name. Zafna Pania, an Egyptian name for Joseph. Or from a person no more day. A promo didi. The no mono, and you are not going to say, A be a sassicana with Jai share bottle moon. A home, and a more who say, and no more before, and that's all for some way I'll come for, and tea, and the afro. And to know, I'm a promo. Eko yi ano ekwokyerɛkyerɛ mu sɛ sika no kora mo de aba na omo nim ni nti a yɛde saa sika de yɛde ahyɛ mu na ɛte aseɛ sɛ abra a ogusu kyerɛkyerɛ mu na no Joseph abranteɛ na Joseph commanded the son for omo nkofie no abranteɛ no kɛkyerɛ omo sɛ peace be unto you okay, that particular statement. I say, peace be with you. Do not be afraid. Your God and the God of your father has given you treasure in your sacks. And way, Emma Jacob Mano, Judah nom ni Ruben nom omunina Simon nom Lewi nom omunina omakoma tomu yebu omu say enya no ntine ye de ekọ enti efe nso de omakoma tomu yem say ye nko charge omo for sabone no. Now they don't know exactly what sin they had committed. Ye de omo ko the governor fie so no omo ko did. Ye de omo ko governor fie enti now Abrante we kasa no ema omakoma eto omoyem na emra ye conclude verse 25 which says that then they made the present ready for Joseph's coming at noon, for they heard that they would eat bread then. And okay, say Abraham no move free Canaan eba no. Papa Jacob Mufa Kena Sassy soon more maybe to say man ni no maybe so Mufa any actually or more deep bread. Abrante reference as Zafna Pania, the ruler of Egypt. Now Untuminya Day at least a gift from their land also. And you know buy but at this point in time they made it ready, said Joseph Bar and Zafna Pania Bar Omode Day and no may bear every man until your hot and your conclude here the Jacoy. Now, verse 26. Let's zoom into the reading. I'll say, and when Joseph came home, okay. I think for one punch. Okay, so when Joseph came home, they brought him the present which was in their hands, because no man ready that which was in their hands, into the house, and bowed down before him to the earth. They bowed down before him, and you do know this time round. Do back. Make you want to see a divine Rebecca quotation be in a little while. Rebecca back near kind some quotations be. And you do back because this time round or the Benjamin are back. And you do and on my Simon and so become home. So Simon have become home. I attend the Benjamin have become on my day 11. And they bow down on the earth. They bowed down before him to the earth. Verse 27. Then he asked them about their well-being and said, "Is your father well? The old man of whom you spoke, is he still alive?" Now verse 28 say, then he lifted his eyes and saw his brother Benjamin, his mother's son, and said, "Is this your younger brother of whom you spoke to me?" And he said, "God be gracious to you, my son." Verse 30. Now his heart yearned for his brother. So Joseph made haste and sought somewhere to weep. And he went into his chamber and wept there. Amen. The best to I can cancel from verse 31. But the person may come back to verse 28 and say, and they answered, "Your servant, our father, is in good health. He is still alive." And they bowed their heads down and prostrated themselves. Amen. All the 11 again, this time when they prostrated themselves. Now, if you go to the verse 27, or say, then he asked them about their well-being and said, "Is your father well? And the old man whom you spoke about, is he still alive?" The verse 20 said, and they answered, your servant, our father is in good health. He is still alive." And they bowed down heads down and prostrated themselves. Now, even the verse 26 no cry B no. Verse 26b also said, and they bowed down before him to the earth. Amen. Now, let's go back. Let's go back to Genesis chapter 37. In the book of Genesis chapter 37, verse number 7. Genesis 37, verse number 7. And I read, I'll say, Genesis 37, verse number 7, I'll say, there were binding, okay, with the mankind from verse 5. Now, Joseph had a dream. Joseph had a dream, and he told it to his brothers, and they hated him even more. Verse 6. So he said to them, please hear this dream, which I have dreamed. There were binding sheaves in the field. Then behold, my sheaf arose and also stood upright. And indeed, your sheaves stood all around and bowed down to my sheaf. Amen. And bowed down to my sheaf. Amen. So, sad dream way, yen fa no no to. Na yen ko Genesis, yen jump from Genesis chapter 37, na yen ko verse 9 to 10. Verse 9 to 10. Or say, then he dreamed still another dream and told it to his brothers and said, look, I have dreamed another dream, and this time the sun, the moon, the 11 stars bow down to me. Hallelujah. The 11 stars bow down to me. Now, let's go back to the book of Genesis chapter 43. Genesis chapter 43, 9, verse 26, and verse 28. I will say verse 26 and verse 28 in here, we see, say, the children of Jacob, 11 of them, hold on, 11 of them, they all bowed down and prostrated themselves before Joseph. They bowed down. What when they dream, no? I say, also, Diana and Yanamuna. Omunina, I say, ensuring Omunina, Cook, and an Indian in Cosra, and you are no Nina, the Nina, Bomumwasi, and more on the DM. And also, Diabium said, the 11 stars, the moon and the sun, they all bow to him. Now, the 11 stars representing Unsomia 12, the 12 tribes of Israel. What I say, Omia 12, and to Ninianum. That represent the 11 stars. So this particular dream, ne papa kora every rebuke you say about Joseph. Until 11 stars, the moon and the sun. Until indeed, Upatra say me and Unianumi and Umami, and say Baba someone. Now, you say Baba Shawasiana and Baba Sumo. Now, look at it. At the tail end, in chapter 44, we will see that Joseph Nebuchadnezzar walking Pharaoh Mayede wagons ekoko farm if you hold no munina buy at the time on Babedu yano. So Joseph and then they added up to Nipa 70. They all came under the rulership of Joseph. They came under the rulership of Joseph. And here we see, sir, and you are now confirming the dream that he had earlier on in chapter 37. Minia, as some make us a throw another penny say, near Radia Kafa Hono. A bedroom if and only if Uben Nantia Radianum no I pen no dear Radim Raswa. Ubetu Wafi Boneho, especially Jamambo, especially Bonibia, Bonibia Merade at the actual, but the moment I will do what the boy Jamano and no crowd, and say, what say on Yanko Panso, not a doom pompon so as a cell, they say. I don't pompon so as a cell, they say. And I don't pay. So Joseph died. Na Erade bossa no one Erade sama no waka for Joseph hono. Etumi bem ama onion no cry. I mean, they didn't even realize that is their brother, and they bowed a pioneer nyame faso ye ne no amano, it's so mysterious. Na onuanom no nom de no mo feel say they were kicking him out. Omo turn no na kwaku. They never knew. Later they didn't know said they were actually helping him. They were helping him to make sure that the dreams that he had actually had will come to pass. So no one himself by so doing, sir, you know more no. Ebema dreams now or soon or dreams no nya na ema or edi ebufu any a time eba onion mu almost started so more time if they knew that by pushing it to that extent eba caused them to eventually come and bow before their brother Joseph to say dia na me ya chenana, they would have said that okay we bibi you cry and don preko yempena sem preko ne ene ntina ha no na akwa we yenhwe nipa ko obekoto no ofie ha no yenhwe nipa kan ko obekoto no ofie no, but they didn't. What I said, they didn't. They thought they were throwing him away. They thought they were killing him. They thought he even is not alive. Because someone said, Omoba Egypt one, they kept repeating. They kept repeating, say, we are 12 brothers. One is no more. One is with our old father. And that's how we are. We are not spies. They thought Joseph had died, but Joseph was still alive because God had kept him alive. Because the near radia can't find hono. The near radia person was nene yeno. And nam say, 1 year subracha me radin yanko poasem. 1 year subracha ama radi emra na odi radi emra so na o making sure say odin the body. And then na adwene ne nyansa ne bibia besoma awurade no wadi awurade mra so no na esese ne awurade asese se nam no so ba no ese nam no so ba no ntino. Even when these people were tarnishing his image, when these people were about to kill him, God used a mysterious means to actually bring him to the land, a strange land that he spoke to Abraham in Genesis chapter 12. Because Abraham say, Abraham wouldn't be your Abraham a covenant. Abraham say, Abraham, no certainly that your descendants will be strangers in a land that is not theirs, and they will serve them, and they will be afflicted, and they will punish them. But for 400 years, and after 400 years, they will come out from the slavery and they will become a nation unto me. This is what God had said to Abraham. Abraham and Kasanotina Sasusuna, or Mamunu, Baku is the promised son in the person of Isaac. And Isaac is Subaru, Jacob, and Esau. And Isaac, Abraham and Kasano never lived to see this day. Even at this point in time, Abraham has said for better but Abraham was just one promised son and what the names because if Ishmael Makra there on count as part of the promise, and he never counted Ishmael because he told Abraham plain, say, Abraham, Ishmael is not the one I'm about to use. I will use somebody who is your direct offspring from Sarah. But by the time Jacob at this point in time, Omako could do the land of their slavitude. Baby, eventually, because at this time they were not slaves though. Because Joseph was the ruler, and there's no way the rulers, ruler, ni papa, any union, because basically the pharaoh that was ruling as the king, Joseph and a ruling man. Joseph was the prime minister and everything, and Joseph at this point in time, not 39 years, at this point, Asema Ekan is because Now a common abba for 2 years. Because only say by the time Pharaoh had the authority to share the son, not Joseph, I was 30 years. I was 30 years. By the time he stood before saying king, Pharaoh, no, 30 years. And Ochra Diana says 7 years of plenty, beba, and 7 years of plenty now back up. And a war a company. Now at this point in time, 2 years into the saying into the a company, and only 2 years, no, 7 years one, now quite 9 years plus the 30 years that are now 39 years. So at this point in time, by the time Jacob and then the money in do Egypt, not Joseph was 39 years at that point in time, now ruling the entire land of Egypt. Now oil in control, in command of the Egyptians. Bibia ono beka ena ye adwuma emro behye ena ye adwuma say Pharaoh no agya bibia de ahye ne sa at age 39 years. One ka de bepe ma one ka obefa so anka dross anka oba wuro no wa brabo o ti ase emranti aba ye nyiri ye hu nsum nyame bone ena ye de eno ne ye ne eno no na ye nche ne ye wuwi. Because boni na sayama sika pekes aya na me fante ne yaba fante be sika pejenjai ne yepe yenhwe ye nsum nyankopon wo hena komam ye nsum nyankopon ye de nyamesom aye tatato ye de nyamesom aye mape Nyamesoma say tongues ka anti kwabrane te adwamam no waka tongues onim say bronsam kasa na woka. Now asema American tie ni yepa obi wo hon ma won tie ase obeka say na dey opa say tongues ye bronsam kasa. No, tongues is not bronsam kasa. But what adwamam what bonim na waka tongues as tongues na mfiri Nyankopon, because when konkro it's the enabling spirit, the enabling power of the Holy Spirit that enables you to speak in tongues. And I ignite you. And so what the Spirit of God is not with you. What the Spirit of God is gone. And so if the Spirit of God is gone and you are speaking in tongues, which spirit is speaking is what manifesting through you? Demonic spirit. It is not the Spirit of the living God, because the Spirit of God is gone. The moment I beto bonimu na ntu mu obi a oti bonimu wa onim se wo ye be ma dwamanfo ye oba dwamanfo oti ho no ne noma nyina ense obi a nkonkotiri mu nso obegina ho no ma no woto sa aiza enwumtofo dwamanfo we no Christian love no ene omo akeke yo mo nam ho nimi some sempa uhu give to say nensa wahihya ase obi a okutu awode e dia fi oba bi yem no de nam honum so wo de to nwom ahye awrade anum na no wo cartons enye nyame tongues eye demonic tongues enomoka we hu oduntufo bi ti say even say Percy Esther ni no ma oye ni na nse Nyankopon no won nam honum no wo to dwom na wo cartons demonic tongues what I said enti meka say demons na manifested through somebody or cartons ni oti bonimu, because ni etiti nipa ne Nyankopon tem aye boni oti bonimu normal otimi nyina enye emfata awrade atwe no ho afiri hu na ogusu cartons who is speaking through you, demons bronsam wenyo obemo watenemu sa, because he will, even at that point in time no obewura wumu a, because if the tongue speaking go away, na essentially people will see that the Spirit of God is not with you. So bronsam beshemu obekenyan enoma na wo ye no obekenyan normal na wo ye ne dada no sayarsa honhom na na eto so a bronsam befa omu asayare no wadada o deceive a lot of people in your church, deceive a lot of your followers. No, we deceive one kasa say, oh, what money mu na so say obon pa ya nyamiti man na kechro bronsam dey tiu obey or bisade ama no be make sure so be blindfold do ubetina boni ni mu akopim so be de ubewu na Awurade ato jem na wudru judgment seat no waka to say get thee behind me free manim ko wa wanye ne etene because now to boni mu na now dey we ni na we ka say Awurade man for odi ansem kom na udi na me de san yade no so wa dwene nye unsua nyansa won ho bo se nyamba ka to so unsua nyansa won unnim se maka no ma se mu se won konkon se won fi efi obi mu a ekochinchin wo so wanya baabi a ansha no wasaba saba baabi a obai no behwe se kwan da ho no ma ebeden na kwan aba beda baabi a wo firi koe no ekwan beba beda ho no ma bra obeba no obehu se watoboni mu abra obeba no obehu se watoboni mu that's it no wanya kwan no onya kwan a obekọ akofa more terrible demons ebe boaw mane na wodi nkonko betina mu na wo ye no obeye no more na efeidie when bo hu so say wo sachira wadwe no na wadru the point a wa hopopo amre aba a Awurade ntie obi mu ahopopo amre no Awurade ntie obi mu Proverbs chapter 1 verse number 20 to 32. At the time of your distress, at the time of your calamitous moment, the Lord will not listen to your prayer. I'm telling you. What I say. But Joseph made sure sir or train who fisa bonin woman and this a few woman Joseph training who because he knew that the dream that he was having, God had something for him, something special for him. God was about to use him for something great. And so he never ever joked with what? His godly life. When joking with it. He walked before God and he was blameless before God, just as his grandfather and his great-great-grandfather, if anything, Abraham, Nane Papa, ne grandfather Isaac nso na enam so a Papa Jacob nso Now, mind you, all along the line, sankofo wenum ni na omutoto oboni mu. And as we will see here, as we read in Yebeko chapter 44, chapter 45 no, ubehu omonom sa eye no mo bebre anti ube wadwin se bo se na obi si na chese kofo wenyu omonom sa enso muti hanom se meye nom nsa na ensa ye na adenti na Jacob nom nsa na Jacob be ko heaven na wo de wo ka kire me se me de me nom nsa me nko heaven edru hono ma be kire am say me treaty about ensa because earlier on in the book of Genesis we spoke extensive about why Awurade ekakire Aaron say me Aaron no na they are linking our yasofudie no in order of Melchizedek. Aaron in order of Melchizedek through Jesus Christ. And he normal bi wo hodum a nkonkon so tie mu se nkonkon tu mu onum sa se wo nkonkon tu mu na onum sa nkonkon no obia no ko ya che won pesa afi no cause abra Awurade ka say Aaron de oye no sofo da nti mono mfa bobisa enkana no da ono na ni manyina sons of Korah or can be trom and they never ever what did I say? They never ever saw Mudi and Sakamano. All the prophets na Kanyina na hum konkono, a ball mosu, nelco, a ball mosu, no, nelco, even Moses, Munkonkon, a banosu, nelco, a banosun to Munkonkon koya no aquarians. But now the Spirit of God no etimu, the Spirit of God need to more. In the Bible, or more Munkonkon bet no mumunina. In the earlier times, sons of Korah and they were commanded not to drink. Would they conquer to Mose Ubeno? For the lack of knowledge, my people perish. And to Joseph, the dispensation is different. Don't misconstrue dispensational theology with the Bible. Theologies say the Bible addition, say the city, every dispensation be an any radi, and a queen radi faso on the purpose of salvation, a queen of the faso. Yenye very, very careful. Na ya ende ya mfumo radi, I was a queen way. Okay, back to our message. Here we see, say Joseph, one to tuni nyame somase, one fanye ensawe kakra, edwaman kakra, asoroko kakra, empaibo kakra, fasting kakra, emape kakra, one kekane enu no ensieni, enu wode sum nyankopon, but osum nyankopon trodo, nti as a Hebrew, as a say of course no, Awurade kan ho. Wa kwan ni na Awurade nso ana wa say Abraham bo no na eye by all means na bi okobia no ko hun say abra obedu Egypt no Awurade ma no hu say ampa ono asafo ade Yankopon kan no enti wonye den wonanti nanim no wonye pe ampa so enti in everything that they are doing and we will see abra no move be free Canaan eba Egypt no God spoke in every step. God spoke to Jacob. Before I said Jacob, message ba say omo nyina free Canaan no mumba Egypt because I got 5 years of famine beba. So for them to be preserved, omo bia enwu no through hunger no to move free Canaan eba e friend say Egypt. But before some beba no Jacob akobo mpae and then who share Radinsa, then who no bush of Fujina share Radinsa, the Radish and Bodu Hono, the Bidu Hono, the Nando Hono, and to the Mamma find take a crack. You do Honoma, the Becawasset. Okay, Auntie Yankai, verse chapter 43, verse number 31. I say, then he washed his face. At this point in time, not Joseph are caught inside the Kusukakra. Because he became emotional. He became so much emotional because Benjamin, he felt for him. Now, Freddy, or Donna, a war or no any Benjamin, he not control him as the tears were coming. Now, on person obey soon, because this time no names a union. What they say, no names a union. To akoshe dem kaka no wasu kaka no ahokuru nanim no apapa nanim no asaba betena ho no. Sometimes you see be mansu but you do baby a be mansu. You do baby a be mansu. If you have a special love for somebody and all of a sudden, you get separated. In this world, ade bakwa ya na anu nipa dwenu ho antia say is the word separation. Separation. One word is very painful. Separation. When people that you love so much, they get separated from you, where you don't even know that you ever even meet them again. Like one of the greatest separation in our time today. War comes to separate us and our loved ones. And then it is certain, said, for as long as you live, you will never get to meet that person again. Ukushia or a demon. Ukushia baby or a demon. Samai or a demon. Ghost is a demon. What do I say? We are not supposed to see ghosts. And those ghosts, they are all demons. What do I say? Some form and more manifested in that form. And separation is a very difficult. So Joseph has been separated from his father and his children and his brother and other brothers for all these years. Until this point in time, or 39 years. So he became very emotional and tearful. And not on control. Okay, earlier on in chapter 40, earlier on in chapter 41, on said Okusun Kakra, chapter 42, Okusun Kakra, inside. By this time around, so Osansu Besunya, Nifi Hono, because we're who Benjamin, who 10 of them no crown, Osunya. Now, Abu Benjamin is soon I more, and Ubu Adobu Papa or the Sun Subede, One day, when we stand before Jesus, after Sa or Kunwegina, Yafum, Salman, or Highway, tears of joy. When you stand before Jesus, When you stand before Jesus, na say we say you boo bima, it will be tears of joy. The other time I was listening to Edamreku and I now all kind of story about a choir unya award be from President Kufuor. Now I say President Kufuor year na two. Now all kinds of goodness. Edamreku so wojina honum nyina adwea na wo dwene ne nia na wo ka kire no ho ne say wei eya asasi so abasobode. Na obeyire no ho ya adwuma kopem say ada Yesu Kristo obey na two sa da no anu wodi osu ani anigye ebeka bom ebeto dwom kase eya safade nyankopon ayo. That is where I want you to picture. Let heaven be your goal. If heaven is your goal, you will never relent in your service of God. You will never feel okay because unandru the city of God, heaven, the holy city of God. But the moment I will do honor, na fedie na enijie abawakumu. What I say? Until let heaven be your goal. Manyamisom pa apeni wo enye wakono, because Bible say nyamisom pa apeni wo mu eya adenya kese e wo no asafo adenya kopon. Oto aso a I say verse 32 no say, so they set him a place by himself and them by themselves, and the Egyptians who ate with him by themselves, because the Egyptians could not eat food with the Hebrews, for that is an abomination. That's an abomination to the Egyptians. Oh, so your friend is saying this kind of discrimination. Basa we okay say ne na oti America ha no na emrofo ye discrimination kakra bia na high. Yeah, I know. I'm not for no more. Yeah, it will be a high discrimination there. It was there. That discrimination. It's an abomination for an Egyptian to sit with a Hebrew. And the Hebrew, Egypt for no asset to a table, and a Hebrew for no so Joseph was setting the table, and other Joseph Unianum 11 so almost here set the table amount. Why they cannot mingle? Because it's an abomination for an Egyptian to sit with a Hebrew and then they would eat together. It's an abomination. But that equals what? Discrimination. Now, who created that kind of theory? Who created it? The thought is discriminative ideas. And that is what existed between the white and the blacks here in the United States of America in time past. Discrimination. And then, say, a back from bad. Oh, the opa called restaurant. Na restaurant no yes it in pairs. Na hwe se broni bi to hono. Na hu se bibini bi ti baby. O be kwa kwatena broni ni nche na. I mean, like let's talk black to black. What do I say? Bibini to bibini. Oko baby na broni to hono na bibini to kwa kwatena bibini nche. I mean, as a typical example. And so oko classroom na se mu suade. In a classroom, that's a na say bibini wo honum na so no nko anete na emrofo so tete na there's no empty chair. Typically, if there's an empty chair, you go and sit on that empty chair. If there's no empty chair and you see some black people sitting one by one, emrofo bin so sitting one by one, I tell you, Woga kwatna broni ncha na broni na kwa kwatna ncha na bi o wadanfo dada wonim no so wonim no da obekwa kwatna bibini ncha. It's normal, it's natural. Ade bia discrimination, it's inborn. E wonimpa mu e nimpa su ade e ban e dey aware. What you say? Unless we learn to bridge that gap e wonimpa mu, because ideas and thoughts and we are a winning person. And normal, because me my school, my name of school, all this while, but me go classroom be going to be to one my maka cotton in chenda. Me be that not because they say be anka me nyama cotton in chen, but by say me cotton in chen. My journey say me cotton in chen. Say crab adebe and crown over. One year you come back say me humbo. One year come back say me color no. I say the city no. Oba or the nsa ba be country say fiana. But in Sabbath, I say, if you and I say, oh, so to avoid any trouble, not because you say, I mean, like innately the person you hate him or not, but because you say one person don't put trouble for yourself until you find yourself a comfortable seat that will not bring you anyone trouble. What do I say? Until discrimination existed, the Egyptians were discriminating against the Hebrews because it's an abomination for them to eat together, to sit together. What do I say? But they forgot that a Hebrew is the ruler of the Egyptian land. Now, when the international in the debate, also the same ra with this. I was saying, you know, just a nyansa ni penny. Nyansa ni penny, and some who be an any pay. Yenye onipa wana wasemra ma odiso waye bibia wakasa na mudiso wakasa na moko wakasa munyese na moye ono na se munyese na moye nanso osi wuntumi no ntonsendedi wuntumi no Hebrew for ntonsendedi, but he's a Hebrew ruling you guys and ruling even even say the king ono and a share command my king diso also from henceforth Joseph, your words is what Egypt and everybody here will follow. Nana man for this. What you say? In the moment you're careful of discrimination, let us avoid it because it's key. Let's try. Say about avoid it. We will scat into any scat to say, then here for among us, before Ghana for a work room hanum. Well, I be on funny business and could be one that or they call Brony Hanum. Brony on for who Brony or the business I bring beneath them unless he has no means. Unless only be actor no only any help be a Brony be a bit me about not the baby no, but Yankasa Krano among us black Ghanaians, I will come Hanum we fight against ourselves for no reason. We are never united. Look at the Hebrews, Jew for Mokum, they are very united. Their money never go out. China for all these China stores, any restaurant near there, majority of people are here more China for Ghana new year offending Ghana for no more bodrum, no more good demand to work of the outsiders because of money. What do I say? Bruninsu, Juma, or Befa, all the top positions in Northern Uncroft for the God. Discrimination was there, right there in Egypt. I mean, eating any idea. But it drew baby and Obama became president. So about Betinaso, or Shemra, almost Shemra, not or Saya, or Munina, Ubia Diso. But who cares? They don't care. Still, the discrimination idea. That's uncle for Winumina KKK for no go and some natural munya to Kromano. Still, discrimination ideas no one, but they don't care. What I say? They don't care. So the Egyptian they don't care. Say even Joseph knew they will still discriminate. Because they will still discriminate. Let's read the last verse and then get away from here, and then tomorrow we'll continue from the chapter 44. Verse 33 will say, and they sat before him. They sat before him, the firstborn according to his birthright, and the youngest according to his youth. And the men looked in astonishment at one another. Verse 34. Then he took servants to them from before him, but Benjamin's servants was 5 times as much as any of theirs. So they drank and were merry with him. They drank. I mean, when you read where your friend said the New King James Version, if you read the Good News Bible, was it they drank until they were drunk? Because a musician will feel, no, I use the Good News Bible because I have all this kind of variety of Bibles. I have the original King James Version, or the New King James, Good News, NIV, I mean, like all these kind of Bibles. Sometimes, and almost every kind of Bible, the Amplified Bible, e-versions of normally, your friends say hard copies, normally idea. And sometimes I try to see the words from here, the way this writer reported it, the way this writer reported it, and the changing of some of the words and the way, some of them, because the attorney said English Bible, no, it was translated from FM saying Greek, what I say, it was from Greek, about English. So from English, and it's all person what some of the words in what English, you have to go visit the mother one baby a translative and the Greek language. What I say, and a tree Bible. So we read the tree. Now say a year I do not practice English because the tree was translated to tree from English. English only a share and they translate it called tree. And usually in the tree, the English is superior. What I say? The English is superior to the what? The tree. Sana here. And Sana, a friend is saying Greek is superior and Hebrew is superior to the next to all other Bibles because the original one was written in Hebrew. What I say? Okay. Until and then the Jumedian in ABC. When you're coupon, Winshramo, Ondomwamo, but I dare back one de beer. Money winning an I every morning piano what we are doing. And so when we finish, you have to draw some lessons. The stories now is very interesting and very powerful, and I want you to follow it with rapt attention. What I say, and no maybe a Bible boss to say discrimination, and they are boss to say. Jai, and away, why I'm ready, and to me in Didi, and away, why I can it, or I santini, and to me, the Menenka, and away, who to Jai Sans and Phono, Jai Sans and Phono, and Yansa. Oh, dear, say, I am the Menian on a phonka, and I'm the Menenka phonka, and I will do the what kind of mind is it? Oh, these are all discriminations, and it was there. It was there. In then times, and moment before from and free moon everything that is happening in this world happening in your home and that's happening in the Bible. But maybe you are here to uncover it, you are here to come close and see how it is. What do I say? And make sure say yes, you are there. No, and true and time your dreams. Take good care of your dreams. Some nyami ma okra. What you say? Because enche na your baba naba. Enche na Kristo aba. Oba, according to your words, enyuma wo ye. Na wo de wa dwene esusu, na wo de wa koma esusu, na wo de wo nyansa eye. Awurade na abo nyansa to yetrim. Obi e de nyansa de bokro no. Obo ko bu nwate. Obi de nyansa e de aye sekan. Pabrane fa no de akowo ni nuakun. Obezo de nyansa de aye radio and to make us say obi enti wo tune in. Nyansa ni bi no. Obi de nyansa creative Facebook ni ade to make us say obi hwe the live. Nyansa ni bi no. Obi so ti dem e plan so oboko ko wiade. Obi so ti dem e plan so oboko ko robe bank. Obi so ti computer or robe amanfo. Or to computer and what did not do? Nyansa kru now, I do not kru now. Be careful what you are doing with the talent, the wisdom that God has given you. Oh, Nyansa Radinima Jacob Mano. If you didn't do what you soon some better on Joseph. But Joseph also used the talent as a slave boy. Now he's a ruler. We see time will tell. Will Joseph continue to be a ruler forever? Or better hold him as a ruler forever? Over Egypt. Because a radical son but the way the way Egypt they did not go as slaves. They did not go as slaves. So how would they become slaves? A beden although they went there as Hebrew form Egyptians form, but they did not go as slaves because their brother and the son of Jacob, Joseph, was the ruler of the land. Though not the king, but was the ruler. So how did they move from living free to become what? Slaves. As we go on, we will learn all those, how the changes gradually took place. Because the radical church said, no, certainly, Abraham said, no, certainly like that, your descendant will be what? Slaves in a land that is not theirs. and they will be afflicted, they will be beaten. And the people who will beat them, God will also chastise. And at the right time, after 400 years, they will come out from slavery. But they did not go there as slaves. How did they become slaves? We shall see all that. Jesus Christ. Amen. Everybody nyankopɔn na pay that was here come for your show din from no wo wutumi ade nyinaa ye adopɛ Awurade bɔ mpae sɛ Awurade nyankopɔn wona mo asɛm so we bie wo makoma kono Awurade nyankopɔn efi ni keka wo bie wo akoma no na mo ade shimoja so na pepa na mo asɛm so na Awurade nyankopɔn ma enya adwensa kyerɛ wo mu boa ene ntumfo asɛm to anama na wo bɔ ne wi asɛm ne nkwati mo na wo pi wanu nyamu a anya yiraba oh Jesus Christ in the mountain. Amen. Yet already I say, a course so if you know show Facebook in the name H. Obibia, Opedo, BS, baby. And I don't pay so near the median in our baby. I may have done the best Abraham and best started from verse 44. So you can read as we move on. Amen. Bye bye. Bye bye.